Hello and welcome to the first week of the Let's Ride podcast starring Logan Braley. This will be a podcast where we will be reviewing every week the NFL football's first. We will be reviewing the first week of NFL football this week. So we'll start with the Bills and the Rams. As I was watching this Thursday night, it was a fun game to watch for about the first half, and the second half the Bills kind of just went off, and the Rams couldn't catch up. Josh Allen throws for 297 with 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The running game, Josh Allen led with 56 yards. David Singletary. I would say one thing the Bills need to work on is their running back. They kind of evenly spread it out between 3 guys, but 3 guys have a chance for starting jobs. See who comes out on top. Diggs had a huge game. Stafford did not look good. He did not look good at all. Throws for 240 with 3 picks. And Cam Akers, 3 carries for 0 yards. But if you're a fantasy owner, do not fear. I would say it's the first week, so hang on to him. He's a good player. He'll climb out of this. Cooper Kupp is the only wide receiver of note for the Rams. He goes 128 for a touchdown. Let's see. Next game, Eagles-Lions. The Lions were out of this game for a while, but they come back in the second half, make it interesting. Jalen Hurts did okay. 18 of 32, 243 yards. A.J. Brown did really well. 10 receptions for 155 yards. Bears 49ers. Bears beat the Niners by 9 points, 19-10. This should be a game that 49ers should totally have won. I don't know how you let the Bears beat you like this, but Trey Lance, I would say he's got, because the 49ers have they have a Super Bowl lineup right now. But if Trey Lance can't figure it out, I think if Trey Lance doesn't figure it out and he goes 1 for 3 in the next 3 games, I think Jimmy G takes over the starting job and the 49ers try to make a run. Bengals Steelers, Joe Burrow looked horrible in the first half, comes around in the second half. Steelers held on to their lead. Bengals, last-second touchdown, miss an extra point. Then the Bengals miss a field goal. Steelers miss a field goal. Bengals miss a field goal, and then the Steelers drive down and kick the game-winning field goal. Patriots-Dolphins. Mac Jones and the Patriots did not put up a good performance. Only 7 points in 4 quarters. Mac Jones, 213, a touchdown and an interception. It was just a really underwhelming game from all standards. Tua looked okay. He didn't look bad, but he didn't look great either. Tyreek and Jalen Waddle looked pretty good too. So just a fairly underwhelming game. Let's see. Browns Panthers. Baker comes back to face the Browns. First quarter, no scoring. Jacoby Brissett goes 147 for a touchdown. Nick Chubb goes off for 141 yards, 6.4 average. And the Panthers, Baker Mayfield looked okay, 235, a touchdown, a pick. Christian McCaffrey didn't do anything of note, but we just pray that he stays healthy through the year, and I think that's what the Panthers are trying to do here. Only 10 carries for McCaffrey. They're trying to keep him on the field because he's a really good playmaker, but if he's not on the field, then what's the point of paying him and having him? So, that's that game. Let's see, Colts Texans. How in the world do you allow, as the Colts, to tie the Texans? That doesn't make any sense to me. I thought Matt Ryan would come in and just put the beat down on the Texans. That did not happen. Matt Ryan goes 352 with a touchdown and a pick. Jonathan Taylor goes off for 161 and a touchdown. Michael Pittman Jr. I think this year is his breakout year. He goes 121 with a touchdown. Texans Davis Mills, not too shabby, 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nothing on the really rushing side, but give credit to the Texans. They were in charge most of this game. The Colts came back in the fourth quarter, but they got to find a way to pull it out in overtime. You cannot tie the Texans in overtime. That's just unacceptable for the Colts. Saints Falcons. Who would have thought that the Falcons gave up another late game lead? Who would have thought? That's all I have to say. Ravens Jets. Ravens were in control the entire game. Jets, obviously, Zach Wilson out with an injury. He should come back in the next few weeks, but until that time, Jets are not going to be any good. Jaguars, Commanders, Trevor Lawrence, 275, a touchdown and a pick. Travis Etienne, he had less carries than James Robinson, but I think they're just trying to work him into the offense, and James Robinson's a serviceable back. Christian Kirk goes 6 for 117. Remember, he got a huge payday from the Jaguars that created the buzz around the league, and now every wide receiver wants to be paid because Christian Kirk is an average wide receiver who got paid a bunch. So Commanders take that one. They score 14 in the fourth quarter to take down the Jaguars. Vikings Packers. Kirk Cousins looks like a different person. Aaron Rodgers severely missing Devontae Adams. This game was over after the first play when Christian Watson drops a easy 70-yard touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 5 for 46, average of 9.2, so he's got a good average, but you just got to give him the ball more. Aaron Rodgers struggling without Adams. Kirk Cousins looks like a different being, 277, 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, great. Justin Jefferson, amazing. I think if he keeps this up, he'll definitely be up for Offensive Player of the Year. I think he already is, but he'll nail it. But, Vikings win 23-7, and I think that's a big win for their new staff because they wiped out everybody. But Giants-Titans, huge lead late, and they allow the Giants to come back. Chargers-Raiders, this is a game I want to talk about. Derek Carr, 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. I think that's what allowed the Chargers to come back into this game. It's just Derek Carr's got to limit those picks. Josh Jacobs, 10 for 57. Adams looks great. Oh, he's got to have Rodgers to throw to. Nope, 10 for 141 and a touchdown. Waller, 4 for 79, average of 19.8. That's really good. But Chargers, Justin Herbert looks amazing as always. He's definitely an MVP candidate for me. Probably my number one. Austin Eckler, not much to show. 14 carries, 36 yards. That's not what we want to see from a top 5 running back in the league. But yeah, I think if Derek Carr keeps those interceptions down, we have a different outcome. Chiefs Cardinals, nothing really to say except that the Chiefs came out and put the utter smackdown on the Cardinals. Patrick Mahomes throws only 39 attempts, 360 and 5 touchdowns. That is just a great stat line. Elaire has 2 receiving touchdowns. Travis Kelce, amazing as always, 8 for 121 and a touchdown. I would say the only miscue that the Chiefs had was Juju fumbling a ball, but he goes 6 for 79. But, Kyler Murray didn't look horrible. 22 of 34, 193 and 2 touchdowns, but their defense got absolutely torched. So, and I think, I think Kyler Murray's got to do his homework. So